Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yashala, kohaloyim la Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem Chachakadash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. Just want to take the water to all the H.I.M and Aqua that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. Hanan Nawaf just coming at you with another quick lesson. Pray that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I'm driving right now, so I'll just kind of be roughly paraphrasing some scripture. But this is a article that I came across yesterday or later last night. I was gonna do something to it, but I'm just flowing in the spirit right now. It kind of came back up to me, so I found the story in my history. But it says, man with 15 wives and 107 children says he wants to marry more. So it's a 61-year-old man. He's from Kenya, and he said that hey, everything is fine, man. He's just looking for more land. You know what I'm saying? From what he's saying in this particular article, and he said there was a little jealousy amongst some of the wives at first, but he said everything worked out, all the kinks and all this other stuff. But what I wanted to kind of go into was some of the comments that were in the comment section of it. And the women are like, disgusting, and just calling the man all kinds of names, But you had some positive comments also in there that was saying that, hey, as long as he can take care of them, that's their custom. But see, when it comes down to this particular type of lifestyle, when it comes to these so-called Europeans, the so-called white people, the so-called white man, everywhere that he rules, he wants you to, especially you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, he wants you to be with this one woman. She can say that you're cheating on her, if you do deal with another woman, which there's no such thing really as cheating like that. If a man is dealing with a woman that doesn't have and she doesn't have a man, then he's perfectly fine with, that's lawful. He can deal with that woman. Now, if she's married to a man, then she's off limits. You're committing adultery, and so is she. So, but if she's single, that's totally lawful. But like I said, only in these Edomites nations do they want you, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to live this lifestyle of just being with one woman. And it's not even natural. That's where you get a lot of the what they call cheating. Because men are not naturally, they're naturally attracted to different women, man. It's just that simple. But now here in the Americas and all these European countries, now a man can be with multiple men. A woman can be with multiple women. A woman can have as many men as she wants, and it's lawful. And by law, they take care of her and protect her, in these situations. She can have a baby by one guy, have him on child support, go get with another guy, do the same thing over 10, 20, 30 times if she chooses to. There's no limit on how many babies she can have by different men, and getting child support from each one of them, and getting assistance from the government. So if that makes, what makes better sense? A man having multiple women, and you got these people that, they were basically saying that it's not in the Bible, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? But it's scriptural. The nation of Israel come from 4 different women. The 12 tribes of Israel come from 4 different women. David had multiple wives. Solomon had, this guy is saying he nowhere near on the level of King Solomon. King Solomon had 700 wives and 300 concubines. And the scripture goes off into multiple wives. If you have a wife that you may love more than the other one, it goes off into it gives you, all the techniques of it, so to speak. If you got a woman that you may, that's like Jacob. He loved Leah more than he loved he loved Rachel more than Salaki, I may be getting it backwards, but he loved one of his wives, the very first one that he was trying to get at, you know what I'm saying, that he worked the very first 7 years for. And then he worked another 7 years for, after, Laban kind of snuck him or whatever, or, kind of, got over on him, so to speak. So he worked 14 years for both of his wives. And nothing was illegal about that. That was lawful, man. You see? And also, who else? It's through the scriptures, man. And like I said again, the Europeans or Edomites, that's their biblical nationality, these Edomites. See, they don't want you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to extend, or to increase, so to speak. They want your young men turning into ladies so that they don't reproduce. They want your young men to get killed by listening to all this stupid ass rap. They want your young women to turn into manly, having that manliness about them. They want you, the women and men to become these alphabet people so that you don't reproduce. Because and especially abortion. We ain't going to even get into abortion. See? Because if all those children were being born, and they're already outnumbered. The so-called white man is not no majority, man, in this globe, man. This guy's the damn minority and been the minority for a long time. And they're dying off quicker than they're being born. But just think, if all those so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American babies that were aborted in this place, 50, 60 million, 70 million, 100 million damn near, whatever the numbers is, just think about how many more Israelites it would be. If this man can have 15 wives and have 107, just one man, he's got 107 children, right? Just think how far beyond we be beyond these people. And the Lord, he still have us grow anyway. You see? He still have us grow. Increase. So while the woman is running around talking about a dude is cheating, hey, that's still not the man's goings of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. If the Lord want that man to link up with a woman and have another child behind your damn back, then it is what it is, man. You see what I'm saying? It just is what it is. As a matter of fact, let's see here. Coming up to a light, I might be able to grab this quick scripture real fast. But let's just put in wives, man. Like I said, they're in the comment board going crazy. That's so disgusting. But what they don't understand is you Edomites, you so-called white people that came up with this one woman shit, you're the backwards one, man. You're backwards when it comes straight down to it. The way y'all dying out, y'all need to get some multiple wives. Straight up. This is Genesis 4:19. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other Zillah. Let me see, because it goes into the there was always multiple wives. And if you notice those eastern countries over there, like Iran and your Pakistans and all that stuff like that, hey, they have multiple wives, and they have absolutely no problems with it. But it's only you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are not permitted to have multiple women without the so-called white man telling you that you're cheating, and then set the woman up to think that you're cheating on her. Now, is it men in America that have multiple wives? Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is, and happy and happy about it. The women are happy about it. But like I said again, only in this. But we're going back to our original mindset. We're going back, and the women are going to be in order. They're not going to be thinking that you're cheating when it comes down to our kingdom and everything is ran in righteousness, man, because that's just a part of our culture. It just is what it is, man. The Lord never said that a man couldn't have multiple women. It's just not in the scriptures. You're not going to find it. And then you got America with their fake ass marriages, or just the Edomites in general. You got to get on bended knee and beg some chick to marry you. You got to have a ring. You got to stand before some white man telling you, now you may kiss the bride and all this other shit. None of that stuff is in the scriptures, man. None of it. Absolutely none of it. All of Esau Edom's hookup is not in the scriptures and is man-made and it's just going off. You do not, sex constitutes marriage. You do not have to go stand before this so-called white man and he gives you permission to be with a woman. What kind of sense do that make? But see, that goes back to slavery. When he was breeding Master Johnson down here, he's got a strong woman, and Master Jameson He's got a strong mandingo man, and they get together and breed, you know, you Negroes like your goddamn dogs and puppies. They want some puppies out of the situation, man. You see what I'm saying? But like I said again, we're going into our righteous kingdom, and everything that we're gonna be doing is gonna be righteous, man. And the women are gonna know better. They're not gonna be having no problems with us having multiple wives, man. It was one that I wanted to find, but I mean, there's plenty of scriptures on men having multiple wives, and not one time. Matter of fact, when David got with Bathsheba, you know, which was wrong as hell, you know, because that was another man's wife. But the Lord told him, like, hey, look, man, I could have gave you, you know, I gave you all of Saul's wives, basically, you know, which David wouldn't have more likely slept with anyway. But, you know, basically the Lord roughly paraphrased and said that he would have gave him more women if that's what he wanted, man. All he had to do was just ask for it, basically. You know, he had that kingdom. Man, he could have had a harem of women, man. Because he had multiple wives, man. Abraham had multiple wives. It's all throughout the scriptures, man. But like I said, again, this American shit, and it's not wise to even do it in this man's kingdom anyway, you know. Now, I mean, hey, if you got the money, you got, you know, you can afford to do something like that, hey, there's nothing wrong with it. More power to you, you know. But in general, yeah, hey, it just is what it is, man. Hell, it's almost best to not deal with even one damn wife in this place, man. Because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, done gave these women all types of power when it comes to feminism, man. You're not gonna enjoy yourself anyway. It's just gonna be a goddamn nag. You know, just a constant damn headache, basically, man. But this is what this man has created, though. But like I said, I just wanted to just touch on this for a hot sec. I wasn't gonna go too far into it. I could have read some of the comments, but basically, the comments, the women were just disgusted by it. I can't believe this. And then it was just some people that was in the comments that was basically saying, hey, this is not scriptural, and it is. They're not going to be able to, they can't give you one scripture that says that a man can't have multiple women. They're not going to find one scripture. Not one. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.